Morning everybody. It's the 21st of April and I'm doing some potting on, which is desperate. These things catch up with us and I've got quite a bit of potting on to do, and these here are my Crimson Crush. They'll be going outside, and you can see that the roots are starting to come through the bottom, and it's time to be potting these on. And I've also got these here to be potted on. These are for the polytunnel, and one or two will be in here in the greenhouse. The back ones I potted on a while back, a few days ago, and that's the heirlooms. They're looking well. Growth has been very slow this year, and I'm pretty sure that it's the people who make the compost haven't been putting the nutrients in that they usually do, and that's obviously saving them money and costing us as usual. But these here are the F1 varieties that I'm growing, and these aren't looking quite as healthy as those, and they're ready for potting on. Well, I'm just debating on whether to pot them on into the next size up, which is those there, as you can see, or whether to plant them out in the polytunnel. I've got a funny feeling that I'm going to plant them straight out into the polytunnel. I can do a certain amount where it comes to frost protection, and I won't get caught out like I did a couple of years ago, where it frosted all my tomatoes that were in the polytunnel. That was just naivety on my part on the temperatures that the polytunnel does get down to at night. While I am here, I'll just show you the tomatoes that I grafted, and it wasn't a success at all, really, to be fair. These are the ones that I'm trying to save. They've been hardening off now covered over in the propagator, and as you can see, they look, I don't hold much hope for that one there. My problem was I couldn't get the same size as rootstock as the heirlooms that are being grafted onto them, the scions, and consequently I only managed to graft about 12, and what have I got there? 5, 7. 6 of them might come through. I'm not sure about this one here in the foreground, but will I do it again? Yes, I will try it again. It's been a learning curve, but I don't think any advice from anybody would have done any good, because the germination was sporadic, growth was very, very slow. I don't think anybody could have predicted that the heirlooms would have grown faster than the rootstock, and because the rootstock grew very slowly, where I was cutting it was very corky. The stems, they weren't fresh and lush, so I don't think anybody could have predicted the way they were going to grow. And I will definitely put feed in my compost from now on. Normally you should have enough feed in your compost to last 6 weeks. Well, I don't think there was any feed in this compost, and it was all fresh compost. But that's the manufacturers again taking advantage of the customer, the ones that pay the wages. There I've got some heirlooms that I don't want. Shame. They'll be chucked. They're good plants. And then I potted on me chilies and me sweet peppers. And there you can see the loafer, which is the single seed challenge. And that's the extent of the greenhouse at the moment. Those are to go in some hanging baskets there. They're a tumbler type. So I shall get potting on, and if I do transfer these into the polytunnel today, I shall bring you back and show you what I've done. Well, after thinking about it, I'm going to pot these tomatoes on and keep them in the greenhouse for a bit longer. The nighttime temperatures, there's no frost forecast, but the nighttime temperatures are to about 3 or 4, and that'll be the town temperatures, so it might be a bit too cold for them, and I'll just hold on to them a little bit longer. The rest of the plants I've potted on, and just see up there, all these have been potted on. These will start to be moved out now to the polytunnel. It's a bit cooler in the polytunnel because I have both doors open and it gets the wind through, and it does make it not too warm. It's a bit too warm in the greenhouse for some of these that want to be hardened off. So the polytunnel will be next, and then it'll be just outside the polytunnel door. So I shall get on with potting on these last of the tomato plants. You can just see by the colour of these tomato plants that they're lacking nutrients out of the general purpose compost, and the ones I potted on a week ago are a completely different colour. And I do take the seed leaves off at this stage, and you can see that the root system is there nicely there, just perfect for potting on, and just a little bit of mycorrhizal fungi, and then I put them in at an angle so there's larger gaps in each corner, and then I just fill them up then with the compost, and just keep tapping it down so as it finds all the corners. Ideally I would be planting these a little bit deeper, possibly into the next pot size, but these will be going into halos, and it just makes them a bit difficult to pot into the halos with the next size up. There's no room then to get any compost around the plant, and that's them just potted on. So when they go into the halos, I will be planting them right up to the first set of leaves. And you can just see the difference in colour. Those back two rows are what I potted on about a week ago, and they're all the same colour now. Only takes them a couple of 3 days to change colour. And then these here, you can see they're a bit of a lime green, and some underneath the leaves can go a bit dark. That can be cold as well, but it's also lack of nutrients. So everything now is potted on, and the greenhouse looks a bit of a mess now. I shall tidy up after dinner, go and get some dinner now, and then hopefully I'm going to do some seeds this evening, which I was planning on doing sometime during the day, but every job takes a bit longer than what you expect. And I've had company all day. Penny loves the warmth of the greenhouse, and yep, time for a tidy up, some lunch, and then hopefully I'll be sowing some seeds later on. Many thanks for watching. Take good care everybody. I hope everybody's potting on is going well. Kind regards. Bye.